I want to start by thanking the government of India, India's Ministry of Finance, Secretary Ajay Seth, and his team for helping put this together. Congratulations, sir, on your opening remarks. I also want to say thank you to Vice President Anil Kishore of the New Development Bank and his team who worked very hard in making this happen. I want to say hi to the eminent Professor Jeffrey Sachs, one of the world's leading voices and leading minds in the field of development, and also express our gratitude to the thought leaders in academia, in government, in development agencies, in the private sector who share their knowledge with us today. We have about 30 representatives of 30 different countries joining us from the four corners of the globe. So this is indeed, I think, a very important situation. Well, dear friends, this seminar takes place at a critical time in the life of our nations. COVID is a global threat. The virus is a tough enemy. Fighting our worst nightmares calls for more social infrastructure investment. Living our sweetest development dreams also calls for more social infrastructure investment. Social infrastructure, in a sense, has become more important than ever. And the pandemic has also moved digital technologies to center stage. We can no longer think of schools deprived of connectivity or hospitals that lack early warning systems. Digital tools expand and speed up the delivery of social infrastructure solutions. Therefore, the seminar will go beyond financing. It will look into the indispensable links between the social and the digital spheres. Well, my friends, the BRICS, our countries, are home to more than 40% of the world's population. We are big consumers of social infrastructure. But our seminar today also examines how BRICS can lead the way and increasingly become major producers of social infrastructure solutions at a global level. Social infrastructure and sustainable development go hand in hand. They cannot be disconnected. Without the provision of affordable and good quality social infrastructure, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development will simply go unmet, especially when it comes to ensuring access to health care and education. Multilateral development institutions, such as ours, have an essential role to play in supporting social infrastructure, and such a role goes beyond financial resources. We must be there convening stakeholders, mainstreaming good practices, fostering conducive ecosystems, and of course, leading the conversation on social infrastructure as we are doing today. Our new development bank aspires to become the premier development agency for social infrastructure, not only in the BRICS, but across emerging countries. We were founded recently, a little less than 6 years ago, but a lot has already been directed to improving human capital. Up until now, the NDB has provided over $1 billion to financing social infrastructure projects. And this is on top of the $9 billion in emergency assistance to fight COVID and promote economic recovery across our member countries. Dear friends, as the NDB, the New Development Bank, moves into the next cycle of 5 years, social infrastructure is ingrained as part of our DNA, as part of our strategic area. 3 words, 3 concepts can capture NDB's approach to social infrastructure. The NDB sets out to be catalytic, innovative, and impactful. Now, why catalytic? Because we must crowd in financing for social infrastructure solutions. This involves the right kind of instruments that enhance private sector participation. The NDB is open to supporting projects with a demonstration effect as well, which can be multiplied in the BRICS and beyond. Now, why innovative? Because sometimes innovation is not necessarily represented by the latest cutting-edge technology. Innovation is also the outcome of how you bring together the physical, financial, and technological elements of the equation. And by doing so, the NDB will enhance the design and dissemination of knowledge and innovative practices. And now, why impactful? Because Aro Bank will have a client-centered mentality that helps member countries achieve their goals under the 2030 agenda. My friends, going forward, the NDB will work together with India's government, the Ministry of Finance, and our development partners to engage in a series of similar seminars to this one we're holding today. So please see today's seminar not as a one-off, but as the first of many in the cooperation between India's BRICS presidency and the new development bank on the key topics of our common agenda. I wish us all a very productive seminar, and I thank you very much.